There were moments in my career when I was convinced I'd never close another deal. I wasn't getting callbacks, I wasn't hitting goals, and I had every excuse lined up: the market, the carriers, the clients, the timing. Looking back, none of that was the real problem. The breakthrough happened for me when I stopped quitting mentally, stopped complaining, and stopped blaming everybody else. So, in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 rules that changed how I operate as a producer. I know for me, my first tendency when things aren't working well is to think that I'm doing something wrong. I look at my scripts, my processes, and I'm wondering, am I doing the right thing? Maybe I should be doing it a different way. Maybe I should quit and try a different system. I should try a different approach. I should try a different industry because it shouldn't be this hard. And the truth is, it is that hard. And all that failure is the ticket to success. So the first step for breaking through that wall is don't quit. You have to make the mental decision that I'm burning the boats. I'm not looking back. This is going to work because I'm going to make it work and I'm not going to stop until it does. And there's a couple of subcategories where that has to be true is prospecting. You you have to make enough calls in order to get people's attention. And I think it always takes way more effort than people want it to. It takes 7 to 11 contacts before a prospect is going to be willing to engage with you in the sales process, which means it's going to take a lot of calls. It's going to take a lot of emails. It's going to take them watching a lot of your videos just to be willing to talk to you. It's also going to take a lot more effort than you want it to understand your industry that you want to target. It could take months, quarters, years in order to understand a business well enough to get their attention. I know for me, with children's homes, the first industry I really started having success with, it was probably 18 months to 2 years before I actually started getting traction and getting leads. It takes time to understand a business well enough. And it also takes time to learn how to execute a sales system. I know that when I first started and I was transitioning to dynamics of sales and learning how to ask a lot of questions, it felt awkward. It felt like trying to hit left-handed for about at least 6 months. And I really didn't feel good about it until about 12 months in. It takes time, it takes repetition. And I just had to mentally commit and say, I know that this person that I'm dealing with has had success. They know how to do this. I need to trust them and put in the effort to get to the other end of the process. And now I know for me, another thing that happens when I'm not having success is I don't want to look at myself and I don't want to internalize what's going on. So I'll look around and say, look, I'm not getting enough support from my agency. Look how much service work I have to do. They're not putting out enough marketing for me. Obviously, this is not my problem. This isn't my fault. And if you're gonna move forward, and for me, if I had to move forward, I had to stop with that mindset and say, I have to 100% own the solution here. All those things may be true. They may not be true. It's probably somewhere in the middle. But the truth is that the solution to the problem is in here and in here. And the only way it's going to get better is if I look at myself and say, even if all those things are true, the solution is there somewhere and I just haven't found it yet. And so if I've made the decision to not quit, I need to make the decision that I'm not going to let other people and circumstances dictate the way that I'm going to address the problem. Now, granted, this may rub some people the wrong way. You just have to mentally prepare for that because you may make some decisions to do your business differently than other people, and people don't like when you stray from the pack. But you have to be committed to finding the solution within yourself. So if your territory is not serving you, find a way to change it. If you need different products, find different products. If you're looking at the agency leadership and saying they're not giving me the support, well, look to other people for support. Stop focusing on the things that aren't serving you, focus on the things that are serving you, which kind of dovetails into the third thing, which is when things aren't going well. I know my initial tendency is I want to look at all my friends and say, gosh, can you see how much this sucks? And the truth is that doesn't serve anybody. I've been listening to Alex Hormozy a lot, and this is well one thing he was saying that was making me cringe about myself. But people don't like complainers. They always remember that you complain, not necessarily what you complained about, and it's just wasted energy. It's energy that you could have spent focusing on finding a solution, on finding a way to refine your sales craft, understanding your product better, finding a different niche that you can serve, finding a different opportunity, finding a way to get more leads. Instead of spending time thinking about why it's not working, why it's someone else's fault, think about the solution. Think about how you're going to fix it. Look, I appreciate you so much for watching. If there's things that you've done to get yourself unstuck, drop a comment. Tell me about it. I love hearing from you. If there's topics you want me to address, put them in the comments. If this was helpful, please hit like and subscribe. It helps other people like you find the content. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please go build something great.